Hi, Nick Duffy here from Nick Duffy Golf. Here talking a little about a issue that pops up for players of all skill levels, junior golfers, better players. This is kind of a miss that will cause hooks, cause balls to knock out of the air when there's spin. Some shots that you just see that sometimes so far off the toe causes toe shanks. So today's topic is going to be a little bit on toe strikes. So we talked a little bit about heel strikes a couple weeks ago. And kind of how their effect on the shot, and how a lot of times it's the extension issue or a player trying to save the club from being too deep and trapped behind them. Toe strikes, what I've seen a lot of times, are players with an overly left path, and they tend to get it that way. The other miss you tend to see with people with toe strikes is the one where I see handle raisers. So it's a little more of a neutral path, right? Or even inside path. But then to save it, they handle raise to make sure that club gets back out in front of them. So it looks kind of like this. It looks here, here, right? So that's a big issue. You tend to see players who sometimes are better skill players, sometimes lower skill players tend to have this little bit of issue with the basically with the toe strikes. One of the ways I always like to work on it first is work on handle raise around impact. Make sure that's kind of making sure that's not too big of an issue. Just put a barrier down so you kind of are aware of it at least. So I put this one a little bit, maybe a little bit too high. Just try to get to a good point where I could see it. Doesn't really mess with me too much. It's not something I tend to struggle with too much, but a little handle raise for me would put me here. I mean, I'd probably handle raise more from extension than from anything else, not so much from me actually getting the club in a bad position or from the face being too overly shut. That tends to be the second area where you tend to see people with an issue with extension or with the handle raise or toe strikes. Is a lot of times the toe strike is someone has a club coming from a pretty good place, but the face is so shut, the only way of holding the face off is by going like this with their arms. So their hands get so far up and out to try protecting the face from going way left. So another way I like the people to work on it is get used to the face being a little more open around here and feel a little bit more of a release. So as much as I do like people to kind of have that square face coming down in a perfect world and be able to rotate hard, some people just aren't very good at rotating. Some people, have limited mobility in their hips and their chest and their T-spine. So getting to learn how to actually square the face and release it down the line is more of a benefit than actually trying to just be good at the model. So for those players, what I like to do is have them work a little bit more on delivery once again. So kind of going back to some of the stuff we did before, the player is good about the face being pretty square here, right? And down the line, that's going to help them more than actually trying to be here more and rotate hard, because some people just can't rotate that much. And if I'm trying to hold off the face and I'm still hitting it left, or trying to handle raise or hit off the toe to save it, that is actually a very bigger issue than actually just trying to learn how to release the face a little bit. So what I like players to do, once again, feel here, make little swings where you just feel the face being open, and a little release. So it's going to be a little bit more of a throw release than I tend to really like to see a lot of times. But to really combat this issue, you got to kind of take a step back and then get more to the neutral feel. So again, if I'm coming from here, this is going to feel crazy. But the goal should be to get it more just there and a little more throw release if we're missing it right after getting that face square. So overall, the big goal here should be is getting someone into a good delivery spot to where they won't want to handle raise to try saving it, hence exposing the toe of that club to the ball too much. Good. So that little bit lower hand path, lower handle feel will be the one that will kind of help you get the sweet spot a little bit more under control. So hopefully it helps you out. If you have any comments, please let me know. Thank you. Hi. Hopefully this video helped you out. If you liked it, please like my video. Please subscribe. Please put a comment down asking any questions or just anything that may do with the video. If you need any suggestions or you want to suggest another video for me, please let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to try to shoot them. I'm always looking for good ideas. So any way I can help out the viewers of this channel, please let me know. Hopefully these tips help you out and will continue to improve your game. Thanks.